Hello again, friends. Carlos Scarpero here, VA mortgage specialist with Epic Lending and Military Mortgage Boot Camp. Today, I'll talk to you a little bit about buying a condo with a VA loan. The condo program is one that's very misunderstood with the VA mortgage program. And that's a real shame because I've talked to a lot of realtors that will insist on taking conventional financing. They want to give the VA loan a shot. I've seen borrowers that have overpaid, some that I've stopped from overpaying because of the condo rules. And so I want to talk a little bit about buying a condo with a VA loan, how that works, and what that approval process entails. But first, I want to start with some myths because there are some myths surrounding the VA loan and condos. The first is the VA condo approval list. Now, there is a VA condo approval list out there on the VA website, but that list is incomplete. A lot of people think that's the end all be all, and oh my God, it's not on the list, you can't do it. That's not what the list means at all. All that VA condo approval list means is that someone has purchased a condo in that complex using VA financing at some point in the past. That's all it means. It's actually very easy to get approved, to get added to that VA condo list, and I'll go through that approval process in just a minute. The second is that there are high fees to be VA approved. That's also not true. Now, for FHA loans, that is true, but for VA loans, there are no fees actually charged by the VA. So that's great news for anyone that wants to get a condo VA approved. So keep that in mind as well. So the third, it's really hard. Oh my God, we have this process and it's going to take forever. That's not true at all. It's actually a very easy process. And the key is to have someone that knows what they're doing. Again, the advantage of going through a specialist. Fourth myth, it takes longer to close. That's just ridiculous. I've closed VA loans in 25 days that are condos, which is about the same as we've been on conventional. So that also is not true. So what does the VA look for when approving the condo? The guidelines are actually super simple. Their guidelines are actually very similar to conventional guidelines. You can't have termite damage everywhere. It has to be safe, has to be secure, has to be sanitary, just like buying a house. So if you got some beat up old place that's half built and half worn damage, that's probably not a good one. But if it's just a regular condo somewhere, you shouldn't have any problems at all getting it approved. There is a interesting clause that the VA added, which is a non-discrimination clause. And yeah, fair housing rules do prohibit discrimination. I get that. But some condo associations have this rule where the association has to approve someone coming into the complex to meet whatever standards they have. Some of these kind of wealthier communities, they'll have these things saying that you have to have approval from the board and all that type of thing. The VA says, no, you can't do that. You can't have any sort of board approval. That anyone that meets the guidelines to get in there that is qualified for a mortgage can and is welcome. They also do have guidelines regarding renting out the unit. They want to make sure that the veteran has the right to rent out that unit in case they have to move away somewhere and need to rent it out. Then if there's any sort of covenants in those condo restrictions that prevent the veteran from renting the unit out, they will get very upset and not let you use VA loans on that. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're going through that. So how do you get a condo VA approved? It's actually really simple. The first thing you need to do is get with a loan officer such as me or someone else that has access to WebLGY. Now, WebLGY is the VA system for submitting packages and submitting any sort of paperwork to the VA. Loan officers like me can also use that to pull a certificate of eligibility directly from the VA. And if you're not a loan officer or not a processor, you probably won't have this. And even most loan officers, like until I became a specialist and really started focusing on the VA program, I didn't have WebLGY myself. I didn't get that until a few months ago when I really started focusing on the VA program and joined a company that's VA driven and VA specific. So here are the items that you'll need, and I'll put this in the notes below, but here are the 5 items you'll need. You'll need the budget for the condo association. And the association will have all this paperwork handy. You might have to pay them, by the way. It's not always free, but you will have to reach out to the association to get these 5 items. So The budget's first thing you'll need, the most recent budget. The condo bylaws, second item. Third item will be the condo master deed. The fourth item will be the condo insurance policy. And the fifth item will be the meeting notes from the last two meeting minutes, I should say, from the last two association meetings. So as you can see, that's not a huge list. It's nothing insane. And most condo associations give all this stuff all the time. Like I said, not always for free though. They sometimes do charge. But there you go. That's all you need. And then what you do is you get all that together and send that to a loan officer like me or someone else that has web LGY access. And we will upload that to the VA portal. And about a week or so later, we'll get an email from the VA saying, yes, this condo is approved, or no, this condo is not approved, and here's why. So that's the process for getting a condo VA approved. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or text me. My number is 937-572-3713. I can also be reached at scarpero.com. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks. Bye.